Well, hello and welcome to Women in Leadership Networking Panel. I am so excited. I am surrounded by such fierce lionesses, and it is just an amazing feeling for me. I love it when women of power who own their space can come together. And that's why you ladies are here. You're here to network with one another. We're here just to kind of set a tone and just to discuss where we are in this climate of the world currently as women. Seriously, we've got Mandy, who is in Bisburn, Australia. We've got Cindy, who is in Perth, Australia. We've got Raimonda, who is in Spain, Valencia, Spain. We've got Nio, who is in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm coming to you from Las Vegas, Nevada. We are spread all out, which is why we recorded this panel because there was no way we could all come on together and do a live and you ladies be here. So we wanted to make sure that we did this for you so that you can be liberated. That's my whole thing with Lioness Warrior Kingdom. Is for women to own their power, to own the courage and the space and the majesty that they possess. I say this all the time. Your uniqueness is your superpower. That's what sets you apart from everybody else because no one, absolutely no one, can beat you being you. And you don't need to try and be anybody but who you are because you were uniquely created for just who you are. And the world is waiting for you, for your unapologetic voice, as Ray will tell you, for you to show up in the room and own it, walk in it and own it. All right. And for you to not just shrink back. Okay, Neil's going to talk to you about leadership in the corporate world. And then, oh, we got Cindy, who we have all decided is one of our favorites because she's going to talk to you about being unapologetic for your wealth. All right. Women, we take care of everybody else. We do for everybody else. It's in our nature to nurture, okay? But we don't take care of us. Or if we do, we feel guilty because we did something for us and not for somebody else. Stop it. Stop it. You need to take care of you so you can take care of everybody else. We go back to being on the airplane, okay? Put your own mask on first and then assist somebody else. If you don't take care of you, you're not going to be there for the others, okay? So we're going to start this panel off with Mandy. Hey, lady,
Oh,
how are
hey,
you?
I
So
am well.
tell the ladies who you are and what you do.
Sure. So, my name is Mandy Merrifield. I'm in Brisbane, Australia, and I am a leadership coach for women in the self-leadership space. So, I really work with women around managing the expectations that are put on them. And when I talk about the expectations, I'm talking about the pressures of everyday life in 2025. I am talking about lifetime conditioning of what women have to do, should be doing. I need to be doing this, I should be doing that. And I not so affectionately call it the shoulds because women should all over themselves. I should be able to take on more at work. I should be able to take on more at home. I should be married by now. I should want to get married. I should have babies by now. I should want to have babies. I should go to the gym every day, but I can't possibly go to the gym unless I'm wearing the right clothes from the right store. I should, I should, I should. I had my hair cut a couple of weeks ago, and one of my young clients said to me, "Are you crazy? What are you doing?" And I said, "It's time for a change." But girls are supposed to have long hair. I said who? Said who? And the conversation, I dug into the conversation a little bit more, and it really validated something that I already knew, but hearing it so vividly from this young girl's mouth, she was afraid that I wasn't going to fit in
Mm,
because girls are supposed to have long hair. At whatever age, she's got long hair. There is no way in the world this beautiful, intelligent, capable, accomplished woman would cut her hair because she has a fear that she then wouldn't fit in or wouldn't be good enough. And it's these kinds of little secret, sneaky shoulds that really affect women's self-confidence, self-esteem, value, worth. We guilt ourselves, we berate ourselves, we beat ourselves up. I ended up being a very square peg in a round hole many, many, many years ago because I unexpectedly had my first baby as an unexpected joy and I adore her. And then I got married because that was what I should have done.
mm,
So these shoulds, sometimes they're really sneaky and sometimes they're quite overt. So I really do work with women around managing what they look like, where they pop up, and helping them to work out if it's something that they really want. And if they really want it, that's fine. I'm no judge and I'm no jury. And we were having a conversation just before we came online to this recording about a conversation I'd overheard in my workplace yesterday. And we put the caveat on it that if this was a should that this particular young woman wanted to do, then knock yourself out, go for it. If it's because it's an expectation from social media, family, friends, today's society, all of the other girls around, all of the advertising, the media, the publicity, the wellness industry, the makeup industry, the beauty industry, well, perhaps there needs to be some questions.
mm.
So that's the work that I do.
I love it. I love it. Get rid of the shoulds. Don't should all over yourself. Like
Oh
that's the
my
line
God.
of the day. Like, okay. That is the line of the day. My dear sister friend, Miss Raimonda, tell the ladies who you are and what you do.
Hi everyone, so good to be here, joining from Valencia, Spain. Just she come back from vacation. I support women in becoming more visible and also unapologetically visible by owning who they are, owning their voice and their message, and really amplifying into the world. And I'm the founder of the Women Thrive Media. So we have a magazine, we publish books. We host events, retreats, and lots of other amazing things. So it's a platform built for women by women that really just supports all of us being able to have a voice, a community, and a platform to be our authentic selves and share a message. Because through my own experience in entrepreneurship and having to find my own community and place where our voice matters, I found a lot of media platforms were not really celebrating women accomplishments and successes and stories enough. And so it happened that through building a community, we ended up building a media platform that now I get to share. And we have over 600,000 followers across the world. And I really love just connecting with women and just seeing their stories come to life when we don't even think, is my story good enough? Is my mission big enough? Do I have a big message? And I just want to say that everyone has a message, and I'm sure you have a reason, a purpose of why you do what you do. It's making me emotional because, when you start a dream, you start with a vision because you feel passionate about something, about making a difference. And a lot of the times the world doesn't want to know, or so we think that it doesn't want to know. So that's my mission, to build a platform for women that every single voice matters.
And that's why I love you. Miss Neo, who are you and what do you do?
Well, hello everyone from wonderful Atlanta, Georgia. So, my story comes from actually coming into an awakening that you can be on the corporate ladder and just end up on a treadmill.
Mm.
My story happened that I ended up having two cardiac arrests in one day. And there I was, a senior vice president of revenue for one of the largest health systems in America. And at that moment, it didn't matter what I had accomplished. What mattered was I was vulnerable.
Mm.
And as I woke up from the second cardiac arrest, they put me in a machine that they call it an ECMO, where they take all the blood out of your body and replace it to get it oxygenated so your body can function again. And soon after that, I went through a long surgery. But all that, through it all, it was about transformation. I left from being the woman that was just on the corporate ladder to someone that understood purpose.
Mm.
And what I do is I help women transform themselves into their true purpose. You see, many of us have been rising that ladder because we have these goals to achieve. But the saddest part is when you get to the goal and you have it, then what?
Mm.
And that's when you have to step into purpose. And I help women transform themselves and find their purpose. In the United States, 30,000 women of color lost their corporate jobs. Now, I'm talking executives. I am not speaking just everyday supervisors, managers. I'm talking executives that were making six-figure plus salaries. They just lost everything. But the fact of the matter is, as I'm working with many of those women, they're finding their purpose. And we're going to see a resurgence of new businesses that are going to happen because of what? It turned into an opportunity to find your true purpose and clarity. And that is what I do. I help women claim their future.
Mm. That is so important. Excuse me. Without the purpose being behind it, you're just spinning, you're on that treadmill.
Right.
You're on that treadmill. That's powerful,
I
Nio.
just have one more thing I forgot to say. I'm also a Cuban. So my platform is in Spanish and in English
Yeah.
because right now we do not have a voice for corporate transformation in the Spanish community. And it is my aim to bring mi hermanas pa'lante, which means bringing my women forward.
I love that. Yes. I love that. Awesome. All right, Miss Cindy.
This it's like I gotta follow all of this. Like I'm just like, let me bow down to like you guys are just freaking awesome. You're just awesome. And now I'm gonna follow all of this. Like what? Like crazy. So I'm gonna start off by saying when I got into business, when I got into this field, it wasn't something that I wanted to do. It was kind of like I got thrust into it because and it started off with a blender of all the things. I wanted this blender and this juicer and this like really fancy thing. And it was $500 at the time. And my husband's like, here's the $500, make it grow. And I was like, what do you mean make it grow? And he goes, if I give it to you now, you're gonna buy a blender. That's it, it's done. It's never gonna be anything other than that. But if you make it grow, you can, how many blenders can you buy from that? I was like, oh, wait. You mean I can have more? And that is like it kind of, and that's literally what he did. And he gave it. And what I did was I was like, okay, I like handbags. So I started a handbag business and I sold the business. So I sold it for six figures. Like, oh, wait. And I completely forgot about the juice and the, I never even freaking got that. And I was like, oh, wait, I can have money and it's okay. And he's like, why can't you have money? I was like, because I'm not allowed to have money. Like, I should just be happy with what I have. And he was like, oh, wait. And he's like, we need to have a whole discussion. And then I found, because my husband always grew up in a family business. So his mother was in business. He grew up in a family business. Me, I grew up with a single mother. Like, parents were divorced when I was 2 years old. I was always told, make do with what you've got. Don't ask for more. Don't rock the boat. And the mother would say to me, you've got a champagne dreams on a beer budget. And I'm like, and? I'm like, and she's like, no, that's not how we roll. You live according to my means, and that's it. You don't ask for anything more. So when somebody opened this whole world, I was like, oh, I'm allowed to. And the minute I had that money, I felt bad. I was like, okay, now, like I shouldn't have this money. What, like, and then you start making excuses like, as Matt says, I should give to charity. I should do this. I should do that. And maybe I'll just do, and it's okay if I have money because I'll do all these things and that should be okay. And I started feeling really bad. It's like, and what happened is I started having less and less and less money, finding myself to the point where I was nearly filing for bankruptcy.
Mm.
And I was like, I went from having five-figure businesses, having all these companies, six figures and things like that coming in to no money. And I was like, oh wow, why? It's like, because I was so scared of money. And I was like,
Mm.
why am I so scared? It's like, because there was nobody like me that looked like me, that came from Africa, that had money and was actually making an impact and going, this is me. And I was like, okay, I need to change this. I need to sort this out. And you see this hat that I wear, and why I love wearing my hat, because my mother told me I can't wear a hat. It's like, no, you can't do that. And I'm like, excuse me. Now I wear my hat. But this hat was sitting, I looked at this hat and was sitting in the cupboard. And I looked at it, I was like, you know what? It needs to become something. It needs to do something. And I started fixing it up and bedazzling it. And then I stopped myself. I was like, no, I can't touch his head anymore. And I looked, it's like, why don't I want to touch? It's like, what if I destroy it? What if by adding to it, I'm going to destroy it? And I
Mm.
sat there with this hat crying. And it's like, you've made it mean something other than what it actually is. This is just a tool. This is just a means of decorating yourself, making yourself look pretty. And this is what women have come to do. They've taken money and made it mean something more than what it actually is. It is just there to buy whatever you like, do whatever you want. It's just a tool. It is nothing more than a tool. But we've made this our identity. We've made it our worth. We've made it, I am worthy of only this much, or I
Mhm.
can't have $10,000 because I've not done this and I should do this first and do that. And who am I to want that? And we've made it something that it isn't. And that is my big mission to going, can we just strip away the layers? Our parents mean well. They lived in that time frame. They did the best with what they could, but that doesn't need to be our story.
Mhm.
That was my mother's story. That's what she goes through. That's what she's had to learn, but that doesn't need to be my story. And for me, the turning point was when I was sitting there and I got a phone call saying, Cindy, your mother's in hospital. I'm like, what do you mean she's in hospital? Like, she's had a stroke. And I was like, okay, go there. And I looked at her and she didn't know who I was. And I was like, this is what money is for, to help somebody in this situation, to go, okay, what can I do to make this better? Instead of now, when you're sitting there and you're like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. I don't want to post this. I don't want to do this. What are people going to think? Money is going to give you the ability so that you can be at that hospital bed and not have to worry about a boss that's going to scream down your neck because you've stepped in and said, I'm going to share my message. God has given me a message. I'm going to put it out there and go. And you know what? God is going to supply all he needs. He's going to take care of anything. You don't need to worry about that number, right? It's going to be taken care of it. But it's not going to happen if you make it mean something. If you're like, no, 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 God surely didn't call me. He doesn't want me to have money. He doesn't want, like, no, 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 I'll just be the humble. And because, like, no, that desire was placed there for a reason. Go out and do it and stop apologizing for it. Stop making it, because we need hands. We need money in the hands of people that are going to do good, people that are going to make a difference, especially in 2025. We need money in the hands of people that's going to build the kingdom, right? And you need to start getting so unapologetic. Stop making yourself small. Like, as Matt said, stop being with the shoulds. If you want to go get Botox, go get Botox. If you want to cut your hair, cut your hair. It doesn't matter. Raimonda's out here shining. She did it. She's doing it the way she wants it. I'm out here. None of the other ladies are wearing a hat. I'm wearing a hat because that's me. That's who I am, right? It doesn't make it wrong. Stop making it mean something other than what it is. So yeah, that's what I stand for. Being just so unapologetic and stepping into what you've been called to do so that you can be there. And it's not about so much about the money. It's so that I can be there. And on the basis of my mother, when she went through 4 strokes, she's only now learning to speak again. I can take time to be with her. I can go have, playtime with my 3-year-old daughter, doing all of that. And I can also sit there and serve in God's kingdom as well, right? And that's what money allows you to do. It doesn't need to be anything else. It doesn't need to be this dirty word, this, oh, let's not talk about money. We don't talk about that. But then you've got Bill sitting there, gathering up collection people calling you. Like, we don't want to love like that. Please, and I'm going to say this, somebody show me in the Bible where God wanted you to suffer. God wanted you to have bills stacked up this high, not being able to, please show me that, because that is not what is meant for you. So, yeah, so that's me.
I love it. I love it. Well, ladies, as you can see, we have an incredible panel here. And I wish I had an hour to do this because it's just like all of these wonderful nuggets. But at this point, you understand that, you, first of all, you have purpose. I say this quite often, you were created on purpose for purpose, all right? And you need to walk in that purpose. You are not a mistake. I don't care what anybody said to you or what you told yourself. You're not a mistake. You are wonderfully and fearfully made to occupy the space that you're in right now. You could have been born in any given time in eternity. You're here right now. So for such a time as this is your time to be unapologetic in who you are, and allow your voice to be heard. We so often, especially as women, kind of what Cindy was saying, what we've been told that we shouldn't do. Or, you grow up, okay, ladies, little girls, you just sit and you look pretty. You don't speak out. You don't do anything to rock the boat. You're only there to support your man. Oh, I'm going to support my man, but he's got to support me too, because I'm a queen in my own self. All right. So I will definitely hold up the king. I've told you, my lioness is definitely my animal spirit. Okay. Because lionesses, they bind together. They have sisterhood. That's what's so important to me. All of us that you see here, we're a sisterhood. We are here to hold each other up. We are here when I start saying, you know what, I shouldn't have did that. And Mandy will say, oh, yeah, if you wanted to, you should have, If I say, I shouldn't say anything, Ray's going to say, why? Speak up. Okay? Speak up. If I start feeling guilty about being in a position, that I've been blessed, Cindy's going to say, I don't know why you're guilty. And then Nio is going to tell me, girl, you better keep going. Don't you shrink back. Don't you stop. You keep going. You have purpose. You keep going. So that's what this is about. We just kind of wanted to pour into you as you come together to network with one another so that you can see how important it is as sisters. Okay? Has nothing to do with nationality or origin or anything like that, as you can see. But as sisters, we come together, we protect each other, and we collaborate. That's the new currency, is collaboration. We come together and we work together to make it happen because this is our season. So we're down to 6 minutes, y'all. This was like cool. But I want each of you to give your parting words to the ladies that are here right now, networking with one another. I'm going to start with you, Ray.
I knew you would come to me, and two, this is where my little seed started. A lot of people come to me and say, how on earth did you grow your community and your fellowship to such a huge global network of women? And I smile because people think you get to, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of followers overnight. For me, it wasn't overnight. It took us 6 or 7 years. But my commitment was to create a community, to create an outlet. And it started with one single post. It started with networking. It started with being in the communities, in Facebook groups, and not just seeing what I can get from them, actually seeing how I can add value. And I would stay up late at night responding to calls for help and giving free advice every single day for nearly a year before I launched my own community. And that's how I built relationships. And I think in today's environment, relationships is the best currency that we have right now. Whatever you want to do. And I always say to women, build your personal brand. And it starts with the relationships, with the people you help, with the impact you make. Because no matter what business, I mean, over the last 6 to 10 years, my business transformed so many times. It's gone through different reiterations. Yet the same people continue to follow me. Still, yet people continue to invest and recommend me. Not because they love the new business. Yes, maybe they do. But what they do love is they know me, who I am, what my heart is like, what I've contributed, that I stayed consistent. So, my call for you today is looking into who you are as a personal brand, as an individual, as a thought leader, and what do you want to contribute into this world? And it really starts with that. And if anything, start with your passion. Whatever you feel passionate about, whatever your belief system is, bring that into the world and share it. Share it without expectation to receive anything back. Because what you will receive, maybe not from the same source, but a different source, is going to be tenfold. And I'm a believer of sharing the energy and supporting others, and it'll always come back. So, my call today, go into the chat and let us know, how can you contribute to other people's lives? What do you bring into the world? Who do you want to connect with? How do you want to be of service to others? And just watch the blessings come in. And I think we all share similar thoughts here of being givers before we're takers, because we as women are nurturers and supporters of others. And I think the world would be a better place if we all have a little bit of this mindset.
I love that. I love that. That's awesome. Miss Nio, what are your parting words for our ladies?
Oh, Ray just started us off with the core. The core is you.
Mm.
It is who you are in your authentic self. What is your passion? What is your purpose? But it's important. Never shrink yourself for anyone. This is our time, ladies, to step into our own. This is our time to truly understand who we are and what talents we have and how we want to use them for impact. You do not need to serve as a mirror of what others see or want you to be. Remember, they want you to be in that spot, little box that makes them comfortable, not who you are. Your authenticity is the talents that God gave you. And He gave them to you for a purpose, to bring them and to give. But if you keep in that box, you are creating your own imposter. See, everybody talks about imposter syndrome, that, oh, I don't think I belong here. No, imposter syndrome is when you refuse to walk in your space, in your authenticity. Open your eyes. You are unstoppable. And help each other up. One thing about this group, just as Coylette said, we would never let a sister's crown be off-centered. We would never let each other fall. We would be always there to pick each other up. We are all sisters. Figure out how you can help a sister, because when you help someone else, It's coming your way. But be your unstoppable self. If something went wrong, that's just an opportunity for something right to happen. Come on, sweetheart. You can do it all. Join us. Band together. There's nothing you can't do.
Awesome. I love it. I love it. Miss Mandy.
Echoing what Ray and Nio have already said, and yourself, Coylette, it really is around the community of women. There is so much wisdom and knowledge and experience from women all over the world. Surround yourself with that. Find the community that works for you, whether that be one of the communities that are run by all of the amazing ladies that are on this call, or whether it's another community. Really leverage and embrace the knowledge and experience and wisdom of the women around you, and allow yourself to be seen through their eyes. Because we've all got strengths, we have got value, we have got so much knowledge, experience, and wisdom within our own selves, but we often don't see that for ourselves. And as Nio said, that can be where imposter syndrome comes in, because we don't see it in ourselves. So with whatever community you surround yourself with, take on board how others see you. And also know that as you do choose to let go of expectations and shoulds and pressures and conditioning, that you may lose people along the way. And that can be hard. It can be really hard, and I'm sure that we've all experienced that. I know that I have. And that's okay. They're not your people. They might be community for other people. So that would be my parting words, is that find the community of women that lift you up, because they are there. And I'm so very blessed that I found mine, and it is absolute joy. It's joy, it's inspiration, it's love, it's unconditional support. So that would be my wish.
Love it. I love it. Well, Miss Cindy, what do you have for the ladies?
Oh my gosh, ladies are so wonderful. I'm going to start off with saying, I see you. And I
Hmm.
know you're sitting there going, I don't know if I should be doing this. What am I doing? Where am I going? I'm going to start off going, I see you. We all see you. We love you. We want to support you. But we can't do that if you're going to shrink and go to the back of the room, right? I want you in this group, in this chat, say where you're from. What are you here to do? Let this little container be where you make a declaration saying, this is the last day that I'm going to be at this level. I'm going forward. I'm going to plant my flag. I'm going to make that, even if it's something really, really small, like I'm going to do this post, or I'm going to make this phone call, or I'm going to reach out to Ray or Mandy, just whatever. Let this be the moment you're like, okay, I'm going to choose me. I'm going to choose me. And in that moment, I'll say, we see you, we support you, and we're cheering for you, because you are going to do such amazing things. And if you're feeling like, I don't know if I can, if I should, or whatever, I'm going to say this to you. When you look at a tree, right, the fruits are never for the tree to eat, they're for others. So share your gift with others. That's for that. You're going to be eating off somebody else's tree. So don't worry about that. Just share your gift, share your message, and know that we are seeing you. We are not in competition. That's the biggest thing that will make. I'm in competition with somebody. We're not. We are not here to drag each other down. As Neo said, we're gonna fix your crown. We're gonna push you. We're gonna stretch you. But like by no means are we gonna let you play small. We're gonna be like, excuse me, miss, did you see what you can do? Like we're gonna push you, right? So don't, and with Mandy them all saying, find that community, but do not choose a community where you can disappear in or where you're not going to be stretched. Find the people that are going to stretch you. Find the people that are 1 to 2 steps ahead of you because they're going to pave the way. They're going to show you what they've done and they're going to pull you alongside. But if you're staying in a group where you all just like, oh, we're all just coasting, you're not going to have the life that you deserve. You're not going to fulfill the vision that God has placed inside of you. So stretch yourself, but know that we see you. We're cheering you on, and I can't wait to hear what you've achieved.
Awesome. Oh my God, ladies, you have made this an amazing, amazing event. I just want all of you ladies that are watching, okay, like Cindy said, and everybody basically, let your light shine. But I want you in the chat and I want you sharing what you do. If you look in the chat, you will see that I have put information on every one of these ladies that are on the panel in there so that you can reach out to them, so that you can connect with them as well as connecting with each other. We don't believe in any big I's and little U's. We believe that we all are on a level playing field and we need to play well together. Play well together. One of my biggest pet peeves just in society as a whole is that we as women have bought into the lie that women can't be together. We can't work together. We cannot collaborate. That's a lie from the pit of hell, straight out. All right. We are sisters. We are sisters. All right. And we have to come together and support each other because as much as we love our men, they don't quite understand us like our sisters. Okay. So you need your sisterhood to surround you. All right. All right. Well, this is it for our panel. I'm excited to read all the comments that you guys are putting in the comment section here. And we can't wait to share space with you once again. Love you much. And now is our time to communicate one with another. Thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.